Hey, Brad, just got back from a weekend full of stand-up comedy shows. One night in particular, I got a DM probably an hour before the show from a fan. I believe that might be a ghostie. And she said, hey, was planning on coming. I'm sorry to say my dog just tore her ACL. So I can't come anymore.
Likely story.
Yeah, okay.
Melissa, or whoever this girl's name is.
I think Jenna.
Jenna, yeah, right, Jenna. Dog ate my homework. Dog tore their ACL. No dog was tearing their ACLs, 5 years ago.
It seems like a new excuse.
Yeah, dog can't eat your homework anymore because it's all digital. So now your dog's tearing their ACL.
Yeah, it's so funny too. Like, I don't doubt that can happen to dogs, but it's such a human problem you hear about, like a human ailment,
right?
That it's hard to believe that the dog went through this.
Hey, Jake, I really wanted to see you in Davenport, but one of my chickens' aunts is in the hospital, and we just gotta go visit her.
Yeah, just like fill in the blank, like just throw in an animal. My hamster just tore his labrum.
Boy,
and he wants to applaud, but he can't put his hands above his head.
Can't make it happen. My tabby cat. We went out for Indian food last night, and they just have not been feeling the same since.
Weird. It could be E. coli.
Just feeling a little off. So, yeah.
Well, funny you said my ferret. You remember my ferret?
Oh yeah. Tim.
Tim,
close your ferret ears.
Tim, close your ferret ears. So my ferret has vertigo.
Gosh, that'll do it. That is debilitating.
We won't be able to come.
It's one of those things you just don't know when it's going to happen. You don't know what rhyme or reason you get vertigo.
It's safer just to stay at home.
But when the ferrets have vertigo, you got to stay home. Oh my gosh, my owl.
What happened?
Hootie. The blowfish is fine, but Hootie
owl
got IBS last night, and it's not cured yet.
Just now got it. Just now came down with it. My gerbil, which it is different than hamster. Hamster's got the labrum issue. My gerbil, you always see the commercials. You never know who's this affecting. My gerbil has mesothelioma.
Oh, of course.
So we're going to call the 1-800 number and we're going to look into it. But for now, we probably can't come to your birthday.
Yeah. He's in between the Tigris and the Euphrates with the mesothelioma.
Nice.
Gosh, my Yorkshire Terrier.
What happened?
Golly, dude. He just had a really hard week at work, and he just needs a night in.
Oh, okay. Well, that I get.
That's just one of those things where it's like, hey, I'm looking forward to it, but I need to put him first. I took a vow whenever we first, entered into a covenant of life together.
Sure.
And I said, I need to stay here with my Yorkshire Terrier if he's having a hard week.
Totally get it. I have, my Rottweiler.
My Facebus.
My Rottweiler has a speech impediment, so he's not going to be able to make it. Rottweiler.
Oh, gosh. My bunny rabbit has herpes. Ended after
Don't
Rottweiler.
sit in my seat.
I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking back Ghostrunners podcast.
All right, what a weekend it's been. Where do we start?
Let's start with the shows. You had a good weekend of show. You said it was busy.
Very busy. Packed days.
Yeah.
Just like golf twice, filmed pickleball once, meeting up with people also in between all that, like Nathan Coley, who's helped us out editing. Sure. He does thumbnails for us. Grab some time with him. He was great. I'll talk more about him later.
Remind everyone where you went.
Oh, so this weekend was outside of Chicago, Joliet, which is great because all they're known for really is the prison. I mean, you ask anyone, you Google it, all that you'll come up with is like, yeah, there's a big penitentiary here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Prison Break, Blues Brothers. If Hollywood needs a big prison, they come to Joliet, basically.
Wait, so is it still active?
Yeah.
So when Prison Break does their thing, they just like ship the prisoners into another part of the thing.
Oh, wait, that's a good call.
Maybe
it's not still active.
Like Schofield's just like, hey, or maybe those are the extras.
Cheap labor.
Yeah, real cheap. Taxpayer money.
Life hack, shoot prison shows, and then all your extras are free.
And they're so jacked.
They really look the part.
Yeah. And half of them are born again, Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if they're not, weightlifters, they're Bible readers. They're doing great in there.
Yeah.
Rehabilitated.
Okay, so that's like the thing in Joliet. Joliet, not Juliet.
Joliet.
Check yes, Joliet.
It seems like one of those things where no one at the show actually is from Joliet, but they know the stereotype, so you can just make the jokes. And
I feel like you've been to Joliet now 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, we did perform there last time.
What makes you guys go to Joliet and not somewhere else in Chicago? Is it just like, hey, we like the venue, we're good with the venue, let's do that again?
I have no idea. I mean, this is all, WME. It's their full-time job is to find the right cities and the right venues for their talent, so they know what they're doing.
They know the prisoners love me some jokes.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about that suburb or that area, but it works.
What if you go there thinking it's just a normal show and then you realize it's like a Bob Hope style, like you're doing it. Well, no, Bob Hope was USO. Whatever. Somebody does like, I think Nate Bargatze talks about doing comedy for prisoners before.
Yeah, he's like, all of my jokes deal with being outside. Traffic? You guys remember Traffic?
Yeah, I mean, they have cars on 4 wheels now. It's crazy. This old man doesn't even know about that.
Yeah, that would be funny if I just think it's a normal show and it's just like, this is a make benefit.
Man, marriage is a prison, right? You guys know what I'm talking about.
Ball and chain. You just got out of solitary. You know what I'm talking about.
Right.
That guy's got a muzzle on his face. I bet he's laughing, though.
Yeah, I can't tell if you're laughing. Yeah, you do crowd work. Like, sir, what do you do? Oh, you've been incarcerated for 15 years. Okay.
You mop.
Okay.
Wow. And that's a full-time gig? How'd this guy get seats? All he does is mop. How do you get seats in the front?
That is a classic joke for you. Is like, how'd you get up front doing that job?
I mean, that's what I do if I can't think. They have some boring job or whatever.
Right.
This week I hit the jackpot on just everyone I talked to had the most account management.
Yeah.
That's sick. That's awesome.
Oh, account management.
Okay. Consulting. Oh, no way.
Really?
To the point where I was like, should I just stop asking this? Because
it's a scary question. It's a
so
pretty open-ended.
Yeah.
Like there are some funny things you can go with for that. I mean, yeah, it'd be tough.
Yeah, it is you just rolling the dice. But there were some moments of good crowd work. There was a woman I talked to, I don't know where it was, doesn't really matter. I think Minneapolis maybe, and I asked her, her name was Sue, her husband's name was Steve, and I was like, this is just very wholesome, just Minnesota nice of you guys.
Sue and Steve.
And I was like, where's Steve at? And she was like, oh, he couldn't make it. He's at home. I was like, okay.
Dog's ACL.
Yeah. And then we get tired. I was like, well, how'd you guys meet? Or I think she said, how long you guys been together? She said 20. Which is kind of funny. She didn't give me like a unit of measurement.
No.
Just 20 units of marriage. So I was kind of giving her a hard time about that. Just
20 cubits.
20 solid ones.
Yeah.
We're so happy together for all of this 20. And then on top of that, then I'm like, how'd you guys meet? She said camping. I was like, oh, how do you meet camping? And she was like, I kind of got there and he was already there. And I was like, okay, Sue is married to a raccoon.
I was going to say, yeah, he was already there, aka he lives there. Like,
yeah, so then I just got to do all these jokes about, I was like, no wonder they don't have raccoons don't understand years and time.
And
he's not here because he's not allowed in. Where's Steve at tonight? He's at home taking out the trash.
Yeah, right.
So the raccoon joke.
He's eating dinner. It's trash night.
Tomorrow's trash day, so he's eating dinner outdoors.
Steve.
So yeah, that was pretty fun. I don't know if there's any other like great crowd work from the weekend, but yeah, the shows were great. I got to see Nathan Coley one day, our now accountant, Connor Kelderman.
Yes,
Kelderman. He's an Iowa guy from Pella, Iowa. Pella Windows.
Yep.
Shout out. And we never met in person, but he's been helping me out for like a year now, and just a great guy, great ghosty. And so we got to meet in person, got coffee one day, and he was awesome.
What's he look like? I don't even know.
Bigger than you'd think.
Oh, bigger, like muscular or
yeah,
what?
Tall, athletic.
I'll be honest, Connor Kelderman, I thought you were tall, slender.
Okay, I would say more tall, athletic build.
Yeah, good for him. Yeah, just in my head, I have one. It's so funny, like either when you've just seen a one profile picture of somebody, or I don't even know if I've ever seen a picture of Connor.
I think I've
dark
seen
hair?
a little like image of him on taxcaddy.com. Okay. And like that's all I have to go off of.
Does he have dark hair?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I thought he was like a tall, might be good at volleyball if he put on a few, maybe 15 more pounds. Like tall, skinny.
Volleyball coaches are always trying to get you to put on weight. Man, you could really make it to the next level.
You know.
If you just put on more weight.
No, I'm thinking like, have you ever seen that video of that like He's like 14, 13-year-old kid
Mason
who's
Ramsey.
like 7'6" or something.
Oh,
Do you know
yeah, I
what
think
I'm
I've
talking
seen
about?
this. Yeah.
I imagine Connor Kelderman being like a 3/4 version of that guy. Like just unhealthily skinny. Like just put on a few more pounds though and you would be dominating some bumps and spike.
Yeah, you could spike it way harder. See the muscle.
Yeah. So if you're ever curious, like, hey Brad, what do you think of me? Let me know.
You probably have an idea what they look like.
I have thoughts in my head of everybody and they're never right probably.
Yeah, that is a good point. I feel like, you can't help it but do that. Like Nathan Coley looked a little different than what I thought.
Sure.
I remember talking about
I had no idea what Nathan Coley looks like either.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Does he have a buzz cut?
No.
That's what I think of. Maybe not a buzz cut, but like, the same amount of like length everywhere, but not super short.
That's a little closer.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little closer.
Hopefully none of these things are like offensive to the people I'm describing because they're
Does
like,
he,
what?
like-
You think I'm just like this kind of guy?
Does he have like a super like asymmetrical face? Yes. Yes. It's like, it's really
He looks like
weird.
Sloth from Goonies, kind of. Yeah.
Just call that everyone works for us. Okay. Andrew Thurbush, does he kind of looks like the Grinch a little, right? Yes, I think so.
See, I know exactly what Thurbush looks like, so yeah.
Yeah, he's an influencer now. And he's coming to Grande Boo.
Heck yeah, he is.
Which, who isn't coming to Grande Boo at this point?
People that don't really love us that much, I think.
And people who are on the
Just
fence
kidding, yeah.
and need this nudge in the right direction. Because
It's time to
there are
nudge.
tickets available. Ooh, should we trickle in some more details? I think I only have
Yes.
one additional detail.
I will say a little bit of urgency. There are not very many VIP tickets left.
Oh, yeah, those are going to be done for.
Single digis, maybe by the time this is out. But if it's not, check it out. Trickle in some more.
So I think my only thing to trickle this week is, so there's a girl we've talked about before. I think when we used to go over Coinkadinks. Is that what? Coinkydinks? That's what we call them, yeah.
Yeah, you kind of coinkadinks.
I just kind of said coincidence almost. But she was one of them in my life. I had met her in Las Vegas on my Ellen. We bought a limo trip. She happened to be at the same casino we were at. She was like, I've been following you guys because I'm from Oklahoma, so I know Ty and Kyle. I was like, this is crazy. Nice to meet you, Bailey. Fast forward 5 months, I'm in Sydney, Australia, and I bump into her on the street. Like literally run into her on the sidewalk. And she was like, hey, I'm Bailey. I met you guys at Vegas. I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy.
Did you remember her?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Probably.
Don't remember if you remember.
I don't remember if I remember.
Yeah.
2019. But then she goes on during COVID to start this acai food truck business, Bondi Bowls.
Mm-hmm.
To this day, it's the best acai bowl I've ever had. I have them all the time, and nothing compares to Bondi. So much so that I wanted to invest. I had no money to, so I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, I have no money and no time to work on it to put any sweat equity in. But I love these bowls, and I think Kansas City should have them.
Yeah.
Anyway, turns out I was onto something because I would have been the second truck. I would have been the first franchise they did. They now have, I think, 17 trucks, or like 17 cities, and I think they're working on another country. They're going to Morocco.
What?
So they're growing so quickly in 3 years. Probably should have gotten in on that. Whoopsie daisy. But
Yeah.
what's the next best thing? Bring them to Kansas City for Grande Boo. They're going to be here Friday night, Saturday morning, selling to you guys as you come into both of our shows. So we're pumped to have them. Bailey is the best, and is so fired up to come here. Like the food truck itself can't even physically drive this far, but they're going to make it happen. They're going to like
That was when it was like next level amazing.
It's like, wow, they really want to be here so bad. Like they're going to put it on, I don't know, a big flatbed truck, I guess, and drive it up here.
Like a tow truck, basically.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah.
Something. I don't know how it's getting up here.
Imagine, like, you know those trucks that like transport like all the car dealership cars like on top of each other? Imagine it's like all these like brand new Camaros and then Bondi Bowl on top of that.
It's nothing but, brand new Ford F-150s. And just huge like acai bowls spilling out of this truck.
If you are driving to Grande Boo and you see Bondi Bowls in the trailer truck, we will give you free Bondi Bowl when you get there.
Also, it's going to be parked at Brad's house all weekend.
Yeah.
I asked Brad, I was like, hey, can we park it at your driveway? He's like, I parked a limo there before. It'll work.
My friend Greg Peterson parked his semi truck, not the trailer, but like the front of it. So I'm like, I think the driveway will hold it just fine. So
we're excited about that.
I'm so excited, dude. I feel like I've had good acai bowls in Hawaii, and I've had very mediocre ones in Kansas City. And when you experience a good one, you're just chasing that dream. Oh. And I've never had a good one in Kansas City, and so I'm so excited. They're coming Friday and Saturday. You bet your bottom dollar I'm getting multiple of them.
Oh my gosh.
I might wake up. Catherine's like, "Where's Brad?" And I'm out just whipping up my own in the driveway.
Like the second Bailey gets there. Hey, Brad, great to meet you. Hey, nice to meet you. Hey, how do I make one?
Yeah.
Let's say it's like 1 a.m. tonight. How do I make one without you?
Theoretically, what's the code on the? Yeah. Is there a key or how does this thing work? No.
Yeah, it's gonna be so good. Homemade granola.
Homemade.
Yeah, I think they're still making it homemade.
That's fun.
That's what makes the difference.
We loosely promised that there would be somebody that would invest in one in Kansas City if they came and gave it to us. So someone out there, is ready to invest some money. It is a very good investment.
There you go. Yeah, bring it to your city.
I think in hindsight, it's a good thing you didn't invest. Not because it wouldn't have been successful, but I don't think you would have been able to say yes to as many things as you have in the last couple years.
That's true. I would have had to sacrifice something else along the way, like whether it was stand up or whatever.
Pickleball. Wouldn't have met Rachel. Hey man, you want to come play pickleball tonight? Nah, I can't. JJ it didn't end up. She's not available for the Bondi Bowl, so I got to go work it tonight.
I got to go.
No problem. I'm sure it's just going to be an uneventful night.
Butterfly effect. We'll never know.
I know, dude. I love thinking about that.
Speaking of pickleball, Friday Pickleball, as of 10 p.m. last night, got our first offer on the table.
Okay.
For like a long-term paddle sponsorship. Dude, we've posted 7 times. Dude. It's crazy.
Oh, it's going to blow up.
It's so fun having a niche audience. I've talked about this with Mood Swings too, but like, dude, we should start something where it just has a niche. It's so easy. We talked about golf. We did some golfing yesterday. Yeah, let's talk about that. Dude, we're moving topics. I love it.
Let's put a pin in it real quick because I want to talk about you need to leverage the heck out of that paddle deal.
That first offer, yeah.
Yes, dude. You need to be like, hey, because there's some people that are doing pickleball stuff. It's all comedy or it's all serious based. Like, hey, there's not very many people that are cool doing pickleball stuff.
Oh, the guy told me on the phone. He's like, your content, your 7 posts in, it's 99% better than anything I've ever seen anyone make.
Wow. See, that guy played his cards real quick. I'm going to be honest. We want you. We will do whatever it takes. Our budget is $85,000, but we're willing to offer you $10,000.
And we will do whatever it takes.
And you are the only people we want.
And it was fun. I got a phone with them and just texting Scott and Isaac. I was like, dude, this is crazy. We a month ago we didn't exist, and these companies want us so bad.
That's cool.
This is crazy. This is so fun. And we're just going to be, I think, hitting up every single person who's ever made a pickleball paddle and just starting a bidding war.
Ping, 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 ping. Yeah.
And it's fun. I think how fun would it be? Get some equity.
Whoa.
I had a phone call yesterday talking equity with this guy.
Really?
Because like as big as pickleball is going to get, it's one thing to get, a check that's, 5 digits. Pretty fun.
Yeah.
But think about 5% of a company that's going to exist forever. That's fun.
That would be fun. That's a little more risky, but I like the risk.
Yeah.
Throw one on green every once in a while. We don't just need to go red and black.
Sorry?
Roulette.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a gambling joke. Put one on the top 3 every once in a while,
Got it. Blackjack, poker hand.
Timon, someday. Maybe not. Timon's parents. Gambling's addictive, guys. 1-800 bets off.
What are your parents' names again?
Brandon and Maria.
Brandon? Does that seem like new information to you?
Yeah. I didn't know either of them. There's no way I knew their names.
Yeah.
Brandon Maria.
Anyway, how they doing?
Well, yeah.
Brandon.
Your dad fully healed? Mm-hmm. Good.
Just keep it in, basically.
Yeah. Wonder what happened to him.
Broke his arm. Like, it's like he's doing better from mesothelioma or what? Brandon, I think we're getting old because Brandon's like a youngish name.
I was gonna say if we just said, Timon has someone in his life, his name is Brandon and he broke his arm. You'd be he's 14.
Oh, bummer, dude. Sorry about your friend. Do you have any friends named Brandon?
No.
No, you see his face? He wasn't even like, oh yeah. I mean,
no, I gotta.
I know some guys named Brandon, but I'm not like friends with them.
I mean,
he's like Brandon.
I wouldn't be friends with the Brandon
as a teenager, dude.
Yeah, Gen Z over here. He's like, I got a Brendan, a Crendon, Braxton, but no Brandon.
Brandon with the silent X at the beginning or something.
Brandon, no.
The way he looked at us, dude.
Okay, I'm just used to it being my dad's name.
That's fair, yeah. But my dad's name is Dave, and I know some other Daves.
Yeah.
Dave's an older name.
Yeah. But then again, we got friends named David. David
That's
Harris.
True.
Yeah. Dude, Brandon, though?
Brandon.
I think we're like, how old's your dad?
It's like 50.
Is he?
Yeah.
I bet when your dad was 20, he had to be the only Brandon running around.
I don't
Really?
know. Brandon's been around. No, is Brandon like a? You think that was that new of?
I feel like millennials kind of started Brandon.
I was just trying to figure out if we were closer in age to Timon's dad than we were to Timon, but I don't think we are.
No.
Because you're 18,
17.
17, so therefore we're 15 years apart from Timon. He's 50 years old for sure.
Yeah.
Dude,
Okay.
if you look up
18.
famous Brandons, first of all, not the
Brandon
cream of the
Jacobs.
crop, but they're all like
Jennings, basketball, sports. Go
their
ahead.
age 39, 39, 28, 43, 42, 34, 42. I think Brandon's a young name.
Good for your dad.
And also listen to these Brandons. See if you recognize any of these.
Oh yeah, Brandon Jacobs.
He's not even on the top 9. It says Brandon Lee, Brandon Jackson, Brandon Marshall. Okay, I heard of him.
Brandon Marshall. Oh no, I don't.
The receiver.
Oh, Cowboys or Broncos?
Yeah, Bears for a long time.
Yeah.
Brandon Routh, Brandon Boyd, Brandon Laura Crente,
Brandon Raleigh-Grante. Yeah, of course.
Brandon Michael Smith. Who are these Brandons?
Those are loser Brandon.
Brandon's a lame name.
Brandon
I think.
Imps, though, a good guy.
Brandon Imsh.
Wow. Okay. It did not have a good shelf life either, because it sounds like Timon's not. If you're a ghosty out there and you just named your newborn Brandon, let us know.
Dude, there's like no good Brandons ever. I mean, Brendan Fraser, great.
Yeah.
Brendan, yeah.
That's as close as I can think of. Brandon Roy.
Brandon
Brandon
Roy.
Jennings.
Brendan Flowers, musical artist.
Yeah, Timon.
Oh, okay.
Hey, someone will know.
Yeah, he's 42.
What about Brandon Jennings? Isn't that a basketball player?
Yeah, he's 33.
This list is just off. Brandon Jacobs was a beast for 2 years in fantasy football.
Yeah, I was going to say he had a pretty short career. All right, so just if you didn't know, now you know. Brandon, not a lot of success out there for Brandons, and I think this name is 50 years and younger.
Dude,
That's crazy. I never thought about that.
Your dad is the oldest Brandon in the world.
Isn't it funny to think about a little baby named Brandon?
Yeah, I think about like
Brandon's Coffee Corner.
like a cat named Brandon. That's funny.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, I just think it's funny, like imagining like a little baby. I don't know. Yeah, certain names are just not good for babies, but people like parents have the long game in mind.
yeah, like he'll grow into it.
Yeah. So anyway, golf. Let's talk about golf.
Oh yeah, we went golfing yesterday. First time we've ever golfed together. It was fun.
I really enjoyed the fact that it was just you and me. I think,
Yeah, we almost had Isaac. We almost had Zane.
which I would have been okay. Yeah, I like that it was just you and me. It would have been fun if it was our friends as well. But from what I understand, sometimes you get paired up with random people.
Yeah, glad that didn't happen.
Me too.
I reserved it for 4. That way no one could hop in.
Oh, do you ever get like dinged for that? Like, oh, you reserved for 4s, you got to pay for it.
The one time that's ever happened happened to be a time I was filming it with Josh Mayer, and they were like really rude about it because that never happens. Normally at a golf course, they're like, oh, no problem. 2 people didn't show up. It's all good.
Really?
And the one time we were filming it, and yeah, they were just like trying to charge us for it. We're
Did
like,
they?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you actually were filming the interaction? Or, oh, wow.
It was when we were in Florida and we were trying to film. It was the worst golf course in Florida.
Oh, that's probably why.
So
Yeah.
it was perfect. Yeah.
It
so
all
as this-
encompasses. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the pro shop is bad, the course is bad, but as they were telling us this, I just kind of pulled out my phone underneath the table and was like quietly filming it.
I kind of remember. I watched that part of that video at least. Yeah. So I texted Jake the day before and I just said, hear me out. We golf tomorrow. And I was
What a
like, Jake's
text.
not saying no to that.
Yeah, what a text.
And yeah, I think it was 10:20 tee time. What were you saying?
Yeah, I was just texting you. I was like, oh, dude, I'm so in. What's your weather app say is going to happen at, tomorrow morning? You're like, just clouds.
Dude, Weather Channel is just weather apps in general.
Yeah.
I met a meteorologist at church the other day, and I'm just gonna text him from now on. Be like, hey Nick, is it gonna rain tomorrow? Should I not? Because maybe he would know. Or maybe he posts it somewhere like on his, channel that he works at every single day or something. He's like, stop texting me individually.
Just go watch it.
Yeah, but did yours say like it's gonna rain a lot?
Yeah, mine said thunderstorms in the morning.
What app were you using?
I use AccuWeather.
Okay.
It's like Accutane. Really dries out your skin.
It's like mainly for teenagers, but
Slightly affects your vision, but anyway.
yeah. Mine said cloudy, no rain in the forecast. It was wrong.
It was cloudy though.
It was
I
cloudy.
was right about that.
And it was nicely cloudy. It was like, okay, it's kind of a cool day out, 70-some degrees. And you're like, yeah, I think it's about to rain on us in an hour, so we better play while we can.
It was really fun, and it did rain really hard. It lightninged really hard. It thundered really hard for 30 minutes. But we took refuge in a women's bathroom.
It was women's?
I thought
No.
so.
Was it?
I don't know.
There was urine still in the toilet, so I think it was a men's.
Yeah, it might have been co-ed.
Guys, Yeah.
Either way,
guys aren't as nice to the toilets as women.
we shared a bathroom for about 30 minutes and just kind of hung out. I sent some emails. It was nice.
That was actually pretty lucky that we were close enough to that hole. Like we finished one hole and then the next one was like the shelter.
Bathroom hole.
And yeah, it started pouring down rain. Like it was kind of raining and it was like, okay, you go shoot, Brad, and then you run back and I'll go shoot. And it just started pouring, like downpour. We put it on our story on Jean Shorts, but it started raining so bad that I was like, I'm just going to take off my shirt. Who cares? Yeah. And so I took it off, but I had my Roback on. Shout out Roback, code GRKC20. 2 buttons, always 2 buttons on it, and learned that you can't get your head through 2 buttons very easily.
Yeah.
So I was like a windsock at one point. Like it was just like blowing all around me, and I was just like, well, I know Jake's filming this, so I'm gonna keep struggling with this rather than come back and unbutton it. Eventually got it, and then Shawshanked it up.
Yeah, it was a great moment. Just in the wind and the rain, shirt off. Thought it'd be a good promo code for Roback, and then turns out our old promo code doesn't work anymore, so it's kind of a bummer.
I know. So GRKC20 does work.
GRKC20 does work.
So use that one. And buy your Roback stuff. We saw some turkeys.
Yeah, you were fired up about turkeys.
Dude, Timon, you ever seen turkeys in the wild?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Brandon.
Brandon's boy.
Have you? You have? Like,
Yeah. A few times, like, even like really close, kind of in our neighborhood.
really?
Yeah. And then a couple times it's like driving.
Yeah, there were a decent amount of people in the story that was like responding. They were just saying like, oh yeah, this happens all the time. A flood of them in my neighborhood. I'm like, okay, where you live? Like,
Maybe they've just been avoiding you your whole life.
I mean, I've lived in neighborhoods, like suburban neighborhoods
good
my whole
point.
life. I don't think, like, it's like one of those things where like if a turkey is on our street, it had wandered for a good 2 miles outside of the woods.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, there's wooded area over here and the turkey just popped out to say hello. So had you ever seen one, Jake?
Yes, I had. Because when you were first freaking out about the turkey, I thought maybe you were joking. But you're like, no, I've never seen a turkey like this before. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. How's Brad not seen a turkey? But then I was like, when is the last time I've seen a turkey? I feel like I've seen them plenty of times, but I couldn't tell you a time I've seen a turkey. You just see them in fields all the time, mainly.
I guess, I don't know. I just assumed, I don't know. Honestly, when I first saw him, I had to think, what is that? I didn't know what it was. I was like, is that an ostrich? And for whatever reason, I wasn't that thrown off by the fact that it could have been an ostrich. Like if it were an ostrich, I think I would have been less excited than if it were a turkey. So.
On animals real quick, Madison McCullough, shout out. So faithful, so consistent. We did an impromptu s'mores last Wednesday. She just posted it an hour ago. 48% to 52%.
Oh, wow.
Anybody s'more at this point,
I'm losing?
you're winning.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I was losing pretty bad the first like 30 votes. I checked it.
Oh, really?
Like 7:30 this morning or something like that.
I'm just now seeing it.
Oh, wow. Anybody's game.
This is the one. She just posted this one like an hour ago.
Or whenever it was. Yeah,
Okay,
an hour
okay.
ago. Yeah.
But the Monday one, Caitlin's just dominating us.
Dude,
Which our words were awesome.
restaurant, I don't get it. That one's, do you struggle with restaurant time?
No, I didn't get that. I was like,
You kind of
restaurant.
related it.
I just, restaurant.
Yeah. AU.
Yeah.
That's it.
AU.
What?
Want some food?
Like I've heard a lot of people say I struggle with spelling restaurant. I've never seen restaurant misspelled in my entire life. Like how are people spelling it R-E-S-T-A-R?
I think they just get the A and the U mixed up.
You really?
Restaurant.
I've never seen that though, like in a text form or whatever. But maybe it's because it's autocorrected. Yeah, Caitlin dominated, so we're no longer having anybody else on the s'mores. Just you and me. Just that way one of us can at least win every single week.
And so today, one of us will win.
That's right. Or Timon, I guess. But Timon's gonna be gone next week.
Yeah.
So hopefully, well, we'll see. We'll tease it on Wednesday.
See what we're doing next week.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's been animals.
But yeah, golf was fun. I blame the rain for me, shooting 180. I was really gripping it and ripping it before the rain came.
It was.
I was not sweaty at all before the rain came.
I was proud of you for how much walking you did because we had a cart and you're like, no, I'll just walk.
Yeah, I tried.
No, I'll just walk.
That's my goal. Is like I'm trying to just walk more because I think that's such an easy way to exercise. And I'm like golfing. I mean, I walked according to my watch, or my phone, I mean, my health app, which I didn't even have on me the whole day. I walked 5 miles yesterday at the golf course. And it's like,
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm like, yeah. So it's like that. And I didn't feel like it was a lot at all. I mean, it was fine. So, yeah, maybe I'll just try to walk more.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, we'll have to do that more. And it was fun seeing responses. I mean, people were like, people respond to our Instagram stories like, this is better than any TV show I've ever watched. Or like, someone said like, I would pay to watch a tournament with just you and your friends, which I assume that had to be a ghosty probably.
Yeah. Still,
hey.
All right.
Take it.
Grande Boo, Sunday.
Sunday.
The Grande Boo Invitational.
Dude, I'm so excited that you're going to take people to Cinzetti's. That's so fun. That's so fun.
I mean, depending on how many people come, it could really overwhelm Cinzetti's. Because it's a big place, but that's a lot of people, you know?
And I mean, they're also a big building. They got a buffet of nothing but carbs.
Yeah.
They can handle it.
Oh, it's going to be nice. It does sound fun. Yeah, I'm bummed that you're not going to be there, but you're going to be at the rooftop hang afterwards.
Yeah, I'll be having fun. I'll go do another show and then, rooftop hang.
It's going to be awesome. The weekend.
Yeah.
Bondi Bowls, Cinzetti's.
Bondi Boos.
Oh.
Bondi Boo.
Bondi Boo. Yeah. That's fun.
Fun. I know sometime next week, Rachel and Catherine are getting together. Kind of spoil that a little bit, maybe, but to work on
something.
To work on the. Let's get Good Ranchers is back.
Yeehaw, brother.
Good Ranchers sponsored us again. That's pretty fun of them, right, Brad?
Absolutely, it is. Did you guys hear the news? Timon, did you hear the news?
Oh my gosh. It's just in.
Terrible news coming out of the world. The FDA approved lab-grown chicken for sale. Not good.
Timon, can you play that trombone sound?
Oh, goodness.
Hit me the yellow. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Real meat is under attack.
Meat formed in a bioreactor will soon be coming to a store near you. I wanted to keep it. If you prefer meat grown in a pasture instead of a petri dish, then you need Good Ranchers. Nice, Timon! Yeah! Not only do they sell real meat from real animals, but they sell the best meat this country has to offer. Quality steakhouse cuts of beef, burger. We had burgers the other night. Just every night that we have Good Ranchers is great. Last night we went to my parents' house. They had Good Ranchers grilled chicken there. And guess what, Jake? They're coming out with pork. It's out. It's here. It's here. Pork is here. Everything from pork chops to Italian sausage to bratwurst. Guys, check it out. It's. I just know it's going to be next level pork.
I can't pork, so guys, my only ask is that you pork for me. And when you pork, I want you to think of me.
That's right. That was in the ad read. When you pork, think of Jake. Do a little Porky Pig impression for us.
How about I do something else? How about I tell you a story?
Okay.
Once upon a time, some terrible storms came through Kansas City this past weekend. I was gone.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
But my sister is living in this house. And I say, Caitlin, I heard, 70-mile-an-hour sustained winds came through. I heard the power is out. I heard there's tree branches on our power lines. I said, don't check the roof. Don't check if the basement's flooding.
Nope.
Is the Good Ranchers meat okay?
Check my Good Ranchers.
Is the garage freezer still plugged in? That's what's important to me.
Yes.
And guess what? We lost power for 2 days, so we have to throw it all out. So just know my most prized possession is gone.
Yes.
I'm going to have to order more. Better than
more.
organic chicken from goodranchers.com.
And it is better than organic chicken. It is the best meat of all time. I haven't seen a single person be like, yeah, I kind of regret it.
Yeah, so.
Nope. Everyone's like, I'm doing it again. It's that good. So check it out. They have pork now. Check out the pork. And is there anything else or?
Just the Porky Pig thing.
The beat. That's all, folks.
That was great.
Yeah.
Whenever you said Porky the Pig, not only did I freeze, but I was thinking of all I could think of was Elmer Fudd. I was like, that's not it.
You rascal.
Yeah, that's all that came to mind. I just kept wanting to be like.
Good wench was a wabbit. Oh, by the way,
ranches.
we do have a promo code. I don't know if you even mentioned that.
Oh, yeah. It is GRKC. $30 off any box. Go to goodranchers.com and you will not be disappointed.
It's American Meat Delivered, GRKC, goodranchers.com.
Yeah, there were some crazy storms this weekend. That is a true story.
Crazy storms on, was it Thursday, Friday?
Friday. Timon, were you in town? Did you survive?
Yeah, I was. It was
Did
fine.
you survive? Do you survive?
Did you mark yourself safe on Facebook? Do you use Facebook? Yeah, you're on Facebook.
I don't use it for anything but the Facebook group.
Did you get it for the Facebook group?
I had it before, but I still never used it.
Really?
Yeah.
I do
Brandon
love
uses it.
your Brandon Imps, yeah. Your willingness to go along with the bit of hiding your face because you don't have a profile picture on your Facebook. I really appreciate that.
I did until I joined the group, and I was like, I gotta give myself a little
That's great,
silhouette profile picture.
Which, as of an hour ago, I did post a picture or a video on Patreon of Brad and somewhat me roasting Timon, and you get to see plenty of his face. So
Okay.
you pay for his face on Patreon.
There you go. Pay for the face. Never mind. I was going to, what's the word? Verbally process the Patreon thoughts that we had on the podcast. We can talk about it later.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I would like to hear what the ghosties think, but maybe we'll figure out what you think first. The storm was nuts. So I left my computer charger in Pennsylvania, in PA. And so
on the plane?
I've been chasing the charge, all week. And my main source of charge, AKA Jake and Rachel, were out of town this week. And so I went to the library to do some work like only Big Daddy does.
Yeah.
Honestly, dude, go to the library. I get more work done there than the coffee shop for sure. Like it's a great time, but it started pouring down rain. And of course, I wasn't checking my weather app because I'm not, 48 years old. And so I didn't know that it was supposed to rain. And all of a sudden, I could just tell it was raining hard. And I texted Catherine. I was like, is everything okay? She's like, yeah. But at one point, both kids had their heads under blankets. Like they were scared. We were watching out the door. And apparently, like, Hattie said she couldn't see your house from our window.
Whoa.
Because it was raining so hard and raining sideways.
Some of that sideways rain.
And it was like, apparently they heard and watched multiple trees like crack and fall down.
Jeez.
I mean, it was just like that night we just drove around the neighborhood and looked at damage from
like it's Christmas lights.
It was like, look at that one over there.
Whoa, that one's got an AM radio that we can connect to, like a transmitter.
Wait. Do it, Timon.
You know how Christmas lights
Christmas
lights have like an AM transmitter?
AM okay.
I should say transmitter.
I don't know why I struggled understanding that so much. Yes.
The idea that their branches knocked down, but now it goes to music. That's all right. I'll get the next one.
Oh, that was one of the only times I've ever like not understood your joke at all.
Yeah, not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit. For some reason, I was thinking of AM I don't know, like a transformer or something. I don't know. Anyway.
Megan Fox.
Yeah.
Brad, your face when Jake said that joke reminded me of Rachel's face when I said horses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good try.
Yeah. Hey, horses.
I understood the words you said. I don't know why you said that.
It's amazing, like just those little niche things where all of a sudden people are sending us these horse memes about people smelling horses, like, or like all these like advertisements where somebody's like, "Oh, the smell of horses is so great." It's like, what? How do people find these things? And then it's crazy the coincidences and everything. But
I was talking about that with Nathan Coley because he was talking about how it's just so fun. He's been such a big fan, and to see Ghostrunners grow to what it is now, and there's more ads, and it's becoming more of a business. But he's like, it's cool. Like, I haven't seen a single person complain about the ads. He was like, if anything, he's like, your ads like heighten the content. He's like, they add to what you're already doing. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. Like, thank you for seeing it that way.
That's cool.
He was like, it's the only like podcast they don't skip the ads because you might miss something.
Yeah.
And
I love that.
And we were talking too. I was like, it's so funny too, just how the people have latched onto this horses thing like no other inside joke over the last 4 months. I would say,
yeah,
it's like the Timon horse thing is the biggest inside joke from the podcast right now. It's so fun.
Yeah, because it was just like so unbelievably out of the left stable. Like it was just no one saw it coming.
It shocked all of us non-horse people so much, but then to find out like there are already memes that exist about smelling horses, it's like, well, I mean, I guess it wasn't that crazy of an answer.
There's a subset out there.
Hey, what can I say?
There is a people group.
Yeah.
Update on the Schmores. It is now 50-50.
Wow.
Have you voted yet, Timon?
I voted for Jake. I'm so sorry.
Let's go.
Dude!
You had a reptile in there, dude.
What was it? Oh, turtle?
Turtle.
Hattie is so excited. Friday night movie night. Speaking of turtles, Finding Nemo this Friday. She's never seen it. It's gonna be a great time.
Wow, that's a big movie.
It's one that I'm like actually excited to watch. Like a lot of times I'll sit down there and like be on my phone while the movie's going. I'm watching that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. She kind of knows the story because we've like gotten a comic book from the library that's Finding Nemo. And we like listened to an audio version of a summary of it, but like not going to be the same.
That's got to be fun. I'm trying to think of like different parts of that movie. I mean, there's the P. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way. She's going to think that's great. She's going to have that memorized.
Fish are friends.
I was going to say
food.
the sharks are scary at the very beginning and then they're great.
Right.
Are there any other scary parts of that movie?
I don't know. It's so funny what the kids think is scary. Like, will they think that one part where they're doing the Wanahakalugi? The ritual thing, is that scary?
Yeah.
Or, I don't know.
Or the crazy girl with braces.
Yeah, the girl, yeah.
She's got to be scary.
Oh, she's terrifying.
Yeah,
Even now.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, still. People with braces are scary, right, Timon? Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
couldn't look in a mirror from
it's really. Have I talked about how Bo like cried last time or recently we watched a movie?
Yeah, he had like a weird response to.
Yeah, he was like really bothered, and that was like a real life like Shirley Temple movie. But I mean, this like grandpa was getting dragged away, and he's just like, no. I mean, he's like really sad, and so I am a little like 1% nervous about Bo being too scared of something, but I think for the most part he gets scared when people are getting hurt. Which is funny because he comes up and hits me all the time for sports. So I don't know.
You need to start acting like grandpa in that movie.
Maybe just get a beard. But
so Bo's gonna watch it too?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's a family affair.
Fun.
It's every other week. Bo gets to decide. Hattie gets to decide on the movie.
Cool.
So Hattie was really like, it's so fun watching Hattie try to be a salesperson because like she really wanted to find Nemo last week, but Bo kept being like, no. They ended up watching Peter Pan, I think. Which they've watched 50 times.
Really?
Yeah, like so many times. But Bo was still excited about it. Anyway, I have a few different games that we could play.
Fun.
You want to play some games?
Yeah, let's play some games.
We could either play the one I talked about yesterday with you, or we could play a game I made up called Overrated, Underrated.
Overrated, underrated.
Okay. So this or overrated, underrated, or aptly rated.
Aptly.
Just random things I've been writing down, things that have been going around the world. What was it, 2 weekends ago now? Maybe 3. Taylor Swift was in town. And people lost their mind for Taylor Swift. I personally don't know if I would lose my mind for Taylor Swift. So I asked you guys, Taylor Swift, overrated, underrated, aptly rated?
My first response is Taylor Swift, aptly rated.
Really?
Correctly rated.
Okay.
I feel like my gut response is overrated because I feel like she's just so incredibly rated.
Yes.
It's like there's got to be some level of like, okay, it's just because she's so popular, Like I feel like
right. Like
I'm gonna say overrated.
How much were those tickets? Like $1,000 or something?
Yeah, at like face value, they're normal, $75, $100, and then the secondary market, then they go up to $1,000, $2,000.
Oh, I thought she was selling them for a lot of money.
No, that's the thing. That's why I don't think she's overrated because, I mean, the free market is never wrong, right? It's like if people are willing to spend $2,000 to see her, then could she really be overrated? If people, it's not like they're just talking like, oh yeah, I would see Taylor Swift no matter what. Oh, I'd love to see Taylor Swift. But if they're willing to spend $2,000 to see Taylor Swift, clearly they see a value in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe I just am not the person to rate it or say that, either way.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't really have enough knowledge with Taylor Swift of the new, like, let's call it the last 5 years of Taylor Swift. I liked her old stuff a lot, but now this new stuff, it feels like she's got a lot of attitude.
You sound like an old Brandon now.
I am. I'm 100% like a curmudgeon about it. Like, I liked her better when she was just a sweet, Taylor Swift.
Teardrops on her guitar.
Oh, yeah, I really liked
Fearless.
it. I had that CD in freshman year of college.
CD-ROM, you're kidding. Yeah, you should go to concert with my Uncle John sometime.
But that's the thing. Like, I would be excited about the beginning eras, and then the end eras, I'd be like, what has become of you, Taylor?
Taylor, look at yourself.
Look at you.
Look at how successful you are. Is this what you wanted?
Is it? Yes. Selling out every venue you ever go to.
5 shows at SoFi Stadium. Is that what you wanted?
Yeah. Really? Really, Taylor?
Isn't that crazy, though? It's like Thursday through Monday.
Oh, yeah. It is crazy, but at the same time, it doesn't surprise me.
It's crazy.
Because that place is huge.
probably like 80,000. Yeah, in Los Angeles.
Can you imagine performing for 80,000 people?
That'd be so fun. That's why I want to do music someday. I think it'd be so fun. But yeah, I've talked about this on the podcast before. She's one of the only people that's like writing high quality pop songs, like writing her own. It's like Ed Sheeran, her, I don't know who else is even like at that level. I feel like there's some of the only two like doing it.
Camila Cabello's, Olivia Rodrigo's.
Apparently, Olivia Rodrigo did write Driver's License.
Okay.
So that's impressive.
While she was driving, or?
I don't know what the muse was. She was at the DMV.
Okay, next one. Overrated, underrated, aptly rated. Big thing that's been coming out the last couple days, Madden rankings.
I was just
The
thinking
video
about this
game Madden.
recently. Good for Madden, because I don't know how popular the video game itself is these days, but they're staying relevant by making a big deal out of like, hey, we only give so many 99s out. Look, we gave a 99 to this person. Like they're doing a good job staying in the news.
Does it seem like they're giving out more 99s these days?
I have no idea.
Apparently, they gave out a 99 to an offensive guard for the Cowboys.
Is he good?
Apparently, but I've never heard of him. Like, Timon is Googling what the heck are Madden rankings. That's fair. We have had a few s'mores where we do sports related things. They're like, I don't know what they're talking about. Madden is a NFL football game.
Okay.
And the rankings are like each player gets a rating,
Okay, I did know
like
it was
skill
a
levels,
football
everything.
video game, but
And 99 is the highest ranking you can get. So Patrick Mahomes is a 99.
Okay.
But there's not very many of them. But people are like dissecting, like it's on Sports Center all the time. Like, whoa, was Garrett Wilson, wide receiver for the Jets, snubbed on his ranking from Madden? And it's, or rating, I guess is what it's called, rating from Madden. Like, and it's like, or even our friends the other day were like, it looks like according to the Madden ratings, we should have this guy as our third best wide receiver. It's like, how do we, whatever, but I watched on Hard Knocks, I remember a few years ago, like the players met with Madden
Adjusters?
people. Yeah, there's adjusters. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the cool thing about these days is that you can adjust because it's all online and updatable and stuff. But anyway, overrated, underrated.
Madden the game, fine, whatever. Madden ratings, overrated.
Okay.
Way too much hullabaloo. And you know I do not like to say that word.
Yeah.
Too much hullabaloo with Madden
Can you edit
ratings.
that out, please? Next time, Simon?
yeah, based
Yeah.
on what I've heard, I'd say overrated too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you dare to say too much rigmarole?
Come on. Hey, don't
You don't think you have to say that word if you don't want to.
Don't introduce them to rigmarole.
maybe next.
Okay,
give me
yeah.
a couple months.
When we're at the casino.
I'll go overrated as well. I just think it's just one more thing for talk shows to gab about.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gab.
I just like using random words like that. I think it was 3 great random words. Okay. Next one is brought to you by a sponsor. Yeah. Cozy Earth is sponsoring our podcast.
That's
once again.
nice of them.
Yes. Do you guys know about Cozy Earth, or do you want me to tell you about them?
I have no idea what the heck you're freaking talking about.
Cozy Earth
Just now
crafts
Googling
luxury.
what the heck is.
What the heck is Cozy Earth?
Cozy Earth AM transmitter.
Why is Cozy Earth the greatest sponsor of bed sheets and other loungewear in the game? Because they craft luxury goods that transform your lifestyle. It's been featured on Oprah's Favorite Things 5 years in a row. And it's responsibly sourced viscose from bamboo is what it's made out of.
The viscose from bamboo. Hot dog.
It comes with a 10-year warranty, and you can get 35% off with code GRKC, guys, at cozyearth.com. I'll just say overrated, underrated, aptly rated. According to Cozy Earth and the theme of Cozy Earth, sleeping in your own bed versus sleeping on the road.
Wait.
I guess sleeping in your own bed.
Yeah.
As someone, I was thinking of Jake being gone.
Yeah.
Jake's been on the road. He, there's lots of different beds, and then he comes home and sleeps in his own bed with Cozy Earth bed sheets, viscose from bamboo, the most silky smooth but yet breathable, climate-controlled bed sheets you'll ever have. 35% off with code GRKC, cozyearth.com. Sleeping in your own bed, overrated, underrated, whatever.
Sleeping on a tour bus, overrated.
Overrated.
Because you know what I sleep with on a tour bus? Nothing. They give you one comforter. There's no
What?
sheet. There's no sheets. There's no blanket. Just every bunk comes with a single comforter.
No fitted sheet?
Oh,
You're not raw dogging on a mattress.
No, sorry. As far as what is on top of me.
Sorry for using that term again.
Just on top of fitted sheet. As far as what goes on top of B, there's no top sheet, no blanket, just a comforter. It's hard to regulate that way.
I would have a hard time with that
because you've got vents, so you're like, all right, I think the right temperature is one leg out of the comforter and one vent halfway open.
And then you get cold, and you're like, okay, now I'll put it
two
back
legs
over.
under.
Yeah, and then you get warm, and then you have to go back.
Two vents open, but with Cozy Earth, it really is just perfect.
Yeah.
And I don't care if Rachel wants to take up 90% of the bed and put her body heat all over me. Cozy Earth still regulates. No
baby.
problem.
Yep.
Sleeping like a pencil on the side of the bed, but I am sound asleep.
I don't care. Yeah. I am. Yeah. I'm straddling. Like one leg is completely on the ground.
One's on the ground. One's supporting my weight, but I am the right temperature.
Oh gosh. They are so good, guys. Great bed sheets. So check them out. They also have clothes. They have pajamas. I can't imagine. I mean, we got a shirt from them, which is kind of like a pajama shirt. I can't imagine having head to toe Cozy Earth in a Cozy Earth bed. That is nirvana.
I know that she's on Oprah's. The company.
Yeah.
It's like a boat. They're all she.
Yeah. Camilla is the contact for who we talk to.
Cozy Earth is one of Oprah's favorite things 5 years in a row. I think if I made like a favorite like items list, Cozy Earth would be on my 2023 list. Like I didn't know about this beforehand.
Yeah.
And it's such a little joy.
Dude, let's do that. Let's do that next episode or some episode. Like
just favorite things.
Honestly though, like the cool thing about it is that like most of my favorite things are actually sponsors of our.
I know. It's like I got introduced to goat soap, and it's like that's pretty sweet.
Yes, dude.
Had a little mix up today. Put the wrong one in the wrong spot. No problem. Still milky, sudsy, lathery.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
There's still hair other places.
Anyway, CozyEarth.com.
Okay, I underrated sleeping in your own bed as well. I agree.
Oh yeah.
You just never know with other beds what's going to happen. You have consistent belief that Cozy Earth's going to follow through for you.
And my bed at home with Cozy Earth bed sheets isn't attached to a bus that's moving 6 straight hours in the middle of the night. Like it's stationary, and that's what I like about Cozy Earth bed sheets.
What do you mean?
Oh, so it's in my home.
Okay. I love asking what do you mean about things that like have no interpreter. Like it's completely clear.
How do you say?
Well, what do you mean it's not attached to a bus? All right, next one. Have you seen the new Sphere in Las Vegas?
Sick.
The MSG Sphere.
Yeah.
Timon, you seen this?
Let me just Google it.
Yeah, go ahead and Google it. The MSG, it's called the MSG Sphere. Does it stand for Madison Square Garden?
I don't know.
Whoa.
Okay, so this thing, so Timon, it's this massive ball in Vegas.
Can we put this on the screen for the YouTubers?
I'm screen recording.
Okay, massive ball in Vegas, and you can change the outside of it to be whatever you want. Overrated, underrated app. People are freaking out about it.
I still think underrated.
Well, how are people rating it? I'm assuming people are loving it.
People are loving it.
I think it's so sweet. I want to see a million more of them.
The opportunities are endless with this thing.
That is so cool.
Like there's one, I don't know, scroll down if you can see one time they put an eye. Yeah.
I was going to say the eye bothered me.
The eye bothered me, but also it was amazingly bothersome. You know what I mean? Because like time it can it was like blinking and stuff. It was like
whoa.
It was like an actual video of an eye.
Timon, now I want you to Google win WYNN win golf course sphere eye.
Oh,
because have you seen this image? So it's lines right up next to the golf course, and I feel like it's like one of the more prestigious golf courses you could play, and like looking down the fairway. Oh, kind of directly under it, you could see the golf course more under the.
Here. Maybe.
Wow, that's kind of low res, but
that is really funny.
It is right next to the golf course, and it's just like this just fleshy, gross eye. So that's kind of a bummer. Like, why not just make it a golf ball? You know?
Yeah. Well, I bet they will at some point.
Or just anything other than a human eye, really.
But that's the thing, is I think it was a human eye for a certain reason, for a certain event at the Sphere.
Yeah, you don't think about the back of an eye.
Because it's like an event center inside. Like
they're like a
ocular
octopus,
optometrist.
Octopus. Maybe there was a little convention in town.
What that was, they were doing a live LASIK surgery on that eye. What if? That would be wild.
They're streaming things out of the Sphere. I think it's sweet.
That's what I'm saying. This has so much potential. I think it's underrated still.
I agree.
Especially because Timon hadn't even heard of it yet. So it's still underrated.
Yeah.
Okay. I have more, but we can do more another time. I'll just do a few more here. Overrated, underrated, aptly rated. Threads. the Twitter for Instagram.
Oh, yeah. I kind of predicted to Rachel, I was like, I think this is going to be pretty fun for 2 weeks.
Okay.
And I think that's where we're at.
Have you gotten on it and scrolled it and everything?
Less and less as time goes on.
Okay. You, Time?
Same. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like posted a couple things like randomly.
Yeah, really fun for like 4 days.
Yep.
Still checking it like 10 days later, and now I don't know the last time I checked it.
I've only like if someone will post their story every once in a while, I'll click on it, and it'll be like download threads. I'm like, never mind, I'll go back. I don't need one more thing like that.
Yeah. But I'd say overrated. I think. Well,
Yeah,
I
the
might say
hype was
aptly
overrated.
rated. Based on what you guys are saying, because it doesn't feel like anybody's like super excited about it now.
I feel like a lot of people. Well, I don't know.
Really?
Maybe the excitement in general has died down.
Is it going to be like one of those things where like, oh, I'm a TikTok star, but I'm not very popular on, Twitter. It's going to be like, I'm a Threads star, but I'm not really popular on YouTube.
Ooh, potential, wordplay for people. Like, yeah, TikTok and Instagram is doing pretty well, but I got a low thread count.
Ooh.
Bang. Start sending that in emails.
You know what doesn't have a low thread count?
No.
Cozy Earth.
.com.
Okay, let's do one more. I got so many good ones. Bluebell ice cream. Overrated, underrated, aptly rated.
I think there's a lot of people who still don't know how good it is. I'm going to go underrated.
Really?
It's really good ice cream.
You ever had it, Time?
I'm sure I have. I can't think of like how it specifically.
Get yourself the cookie two-step. Thank us later.
Okay.
That's interesting that you say you don't think that many people know about how good it is.
Yeah, it's a very southern thing.
Maybe so. It's a Texas thing. I feel like everyone that knows about it like thinks it's God's gift to creation.
Yeah.
And to me, I'm like, it's good, but I could do other ice cream, and I think I'd be pretty much the same contentment.
Oh, I think it's by far the best ice cream you can buy in a store.
Yeah.
Like frozen custard from Andy's, yes, better,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
It's also way more expensive. But like, yeah, just
See, I'm-
store-bought ice cream, as good as it gets.
You ever go Blue Bunny?
Sure. Yeah, we did a brand deal with Blue Bunny back in the day.
Did you?
It's fine.
Catherine, yeah, like kind of one time, a little over the top. Like, I don't think she really cares that much. But one time I was like, oh, I'm going to get some bunny tracks, Blue Bunny. And she's like, Blue Bunny? Do not get Blue Bunny. I was like, what? Blue Bunny's great. It's ice cream.
It's fine. Yeah. No one's making bad ice cream.
Yeah. Except for those like massive tubs, like the gallon tubs.
Like generic tub.
Uh-huh.
Which that's still fine. I think that those are great for like
Ice Cream Social.
Yeah. Or like Rachel a couple weeks ago made she made chocolate chip cookies, and then she went and bought big old jug of vanilla ice cream and put that in the middle of it and made like, homemade ice cream sandwich.
And you think that's okay?
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
Because the cookie's already providing so much flavor. We don't need to spend a lot of money on ice cream.
I will say I haven't had one of those big tubs in a long time. So maybe they're doing all right. But okay. We'll do more another time. Overrated, underrated, aptly rated. Thanks for playing, guys.
Thanks for playing. I want to talk about one of my favorite Uber rides I have ever taken.
Better than Diomedes?
That one sucked. That was the worst 24 hours. I guess Timon, don't quite pull it up yet, but basically Isaac and I are leaving a golf course. We got to play another TPC course this weekend. It was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And we're leaving it. And as we get in the car, this guy's has been a little strange, but fine.
Mm-hmm.
And we are about halfway of the trip home, and he just goes, y'all mind if I turn this up a bit? And we're like, no, go for it. And he turns his volume all the way up, like as high, like 30 out of 30 on his radio. I've never been in a car when it's turned all the way up before.
What?
I've never. So he turns it all the way up as high as it'll go, and it is a Skillet song. Didn't know Skillet was still making music. And I feel like Isaac and I had two options. Like, we can be annoyed, we can ask him to turn it down, or we can just rock out
Lean
in the back.
into it.
So I sent Timon some videos of us in the back seat of. Make sure we have audio of this.
What in the world?
1 mile, make a right turn.
He's got the GPS on.
I forgot. He kept apologizing. I was getting a loud environment notification on my watch,
Oh my God.
which happens if you're like at a concert or something.
Right.
Your watch will be like, hey, if you sustain this for 20 minutes, you could have like temporary hearing loss. So I was getting those notifications on my watch. Dude, it was so just like comically loud. I mean, it was just so loud. Like, this is hilarious. We're just in an Uber, and it's just blaring skillet.
Okay, let's say it was on 30 out of 30. What was it before he turned it up?
I mean, probably like 8 or something.
Yeah.
You know, like pretty modern. Like, we could still hear his music, and it was like, oh, this guy likes metal music or whatever.
Okay, was it that specific song, or did it continue for a while?
So that's the thing.
Okay.
The song is over, and we're like, yes, dude, skillet. And so then he just like left it there. And I actually still remember the name of the artist because I was looking at it for it. It was like Saint October or something like that. He leaves it at 30 out of 30 for that. He's like, they're actually a local band. These guys. We're like, oh, no way. And he's like, you know, I dated the lead vocalist for a while. We're like, oh, cool. And just trying to tell us all these stories while it's on full blast. But
It's like heavy metal kind of stuff again.
yeah, it's just so hard. I mean, the Skillet song, I gotta say, Isaac and I were like, that one wasn't too bad. That was at least there was a little catchiness to it. Like, that was fine to like fake rock out for 3 minutes. But then the next song, Isaac was about to lose it. And the next song, he was like, we gotta get out of this car.
I mean, that video you showed, Isaac is plugging his ears. Like, what does the Uber guy think of that? Like, he's like, okay, they're probably enjoying it for a while. They're rocking out. And then he looks back, oh, he's plugging his ears now. I should probably turn it down.
It was so funny. He kept apologizing. Sorry about the GPS, guys. I can't turn it off. And we're like, no, it is such a breath of fresh air when that GPS comes on.
Yeah. Finally, this, kind lady, not just the one that you dated.
Also, in addition to that, he did one time, like, it's kind of one of those like state highways, but every now and then there might be a stoplight. So I think the speed limit was 55. Red light kind of sneaks up on him, and he really slams on the brake, like locks up the brakes, like a little scary. Like, you know, you kind of look like fully locked him up to the point where when we get done braking, you kind of go back into your chair. You know, so it's like, dang, I haven't like braked that hard in a long time in the car. And he's very apologetic. Guys, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. This is pre-music.
Okay. Never mind.
It wasn't while the music was going. Or else it would have been like, hey, why don't you turn it down and focus? This is before he got crazy.
Do you think he was tired and he needed to like get a little amped
Wake up? I mean, maybe. It was like 3:30 in the middle of the day. But so he locks up the brakes. He's very apologetic. And he's just like, sorry about that, guys. I mean, you never know when a red light's going to sneak up on you. And so I was kind of looking at Isaac, but I was just like, yeah, it's too bad. They need to give you some kind of warning that a red light's coming. And this guy just doesn't get it all. He's like, yeah, that'd be nice. I'm like, something that says like yield, like a red light is like
red light is coming, or just the light itself. Could
like
be good,
some kind of middle ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear you. No, that does suck.
That would be nice. Like a yellow or something. I don't know. That's great.
It was a very memorable Uber ride. Can we just play the video one more time? The first video of Isaac and I rocking out together.
Absolutely.
There's two bros in their golf polos.
Yeah, I got her bad birdie on.
Oh my goodness.
Rocking back there.
Oh, that's favorite Uber ride ever.
It was great. It's pretty memorable. Remind me after the podcast. Going to tell you something that Isaac said after the car ride.
Okay.
It was great.
Good old
It was so
Ike,
great.
man.
So that was a fun story from the weekend.
Yeah. Is he still slinging merch like no one's business?
Yeah, I know. One night he was really happy with how well the merch sold. So I think he's doing great.
Good.
It's going well. Update on s'mores. I'm now 47%. I went up to 50-50, back down to 47.
Ooh. How's that feel, Timon?
Also, update. Last week I think I was like, "Hey, I'm posting the Gene Schwartz video now. Let's see how it does throughout the episode." Now that same video is up to 484,000.
Oh wow,
That's pretty neat.
We hit something on there, huh?
Yeah,
I haven't really been paying attention to it. It started off pretty slow though, didn't it?
a little bit, but it was getting DM'd to lots of people, so that's a good sign. Like it'll pick up eventually.
It's interesting, like all the different platforms. Like Instagram seems like the one that grows later. A lot of times.
It used to be YouTube Shorts, and now I feel like now it's Instagram. But people love the Newlyweds video. I think it got 200,000 on TikTok, almost 500,000 on Instagram, 100,000 on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
fun.
I think we should just do all relationship stuff from now on.
Just only Newlywed stuff for the next 10 years.
Sure. Timon, find her, and you could be there. Okay, I went to the movies the other night with Catherine. We went and saw Sound of Freedom.
Oh yeah, Rachel and I almost saw this last night.
You should see it.
Yeah.
Have you seen it, Timon?
Not yet.
It's very good. It's not one that's like, oh man, I'm excited to see that again. But it's heavy, but it's really good. That's beyond. I cried. I wanted to like scream at the screen a few times.
Yeah.
Just very good, intense, dark movie. Anyway, but that's not what I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about before the movie started, it was a packed theater, like literally sold out. We got there, I don't know, 30 minutes beforehand, and we had to be on the third row. So it was like one of those like, I was like, Catherine, we should come back because I don't want to be on the third row. She's like, no, it'll be fine. It wasn't that bad. Got the 2 seats on the aisle, and there was like 1 seat in between the next people. So I was like, oh, no one's going to sit next to us. This is great. Like literally every single seat was full. But before the movie started, there was this dude. I don't know what was going on. This dude and his girlfriend, like, I don't know. He was a younger guy. He's probably Timon's age or something. Got up and like left the aisle 5 times. Like
in
back
a span
and forth.
Of how long?
Maybe 19 minutes.
Whoa.
Maybe 20.
Not throughout the whole movie, but 5 times in 20 minutes.
One time during the movie at the very beginning. But I was like, dude, I went ahead. At first I was courteous, like, did the whole, move the legs and like, oh yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Eventually I was kind of slouching in my chair because I was on the third row. I didn't even move my legs. I was like, dude, I almost confronted it. If he would have done it one more time during the movie, I think I would have said, hey man, what's going on? Like,
you got to figure it out. Just put a colostomy bag in, dude.
It was weird. It was like he would leave and then his girlfriend sometimes would leave. And then other times it was like maybe he was getting napkins for his girlfriend. I don't know what he was doing, but it was just odd. I was like, what's going on here, man? This is way too many times. And then it was like, after he started doing it, other people were getting up in the aisles, and Catherine and I like looked at each other like, what is going on here?
You guys don't know how to watch a movie? Just sit here.
It would take a lot for me to leave the theater during a movie. I'm very nervous to miss minutes of a movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's not your remote. It's not your house. Like,
no.
We don't have any, freedom here. We got to just stay here and watch it. We spent $11 on this show.
Yeah. Like I get back, I'm like, what happened?
Yeah.
His brother betrayed him. What? He was such a loyal character. Never saw that coming. Whatever. It's like, I would hold it, even if I get the biggest drink there is, I would hold that thing. I'd hold my bladder forever.
It does sound like movies are back though. The theaters are back.
It's getting there, I think. Yeah.
Sounds pretty cool if it's packed in there.
Yeah, it was honestly really cool. Apparently they're like, it's a very interesting story. Like, I don't know. It sounds like it was filmed like 5 years ago, and Disney had the rights to it and like didn't want to release it for whatever reason.
Really?
And so like, yeah, there's all this very interesting stuff going on with it. And so it's like not being promoted like other movies are, but yet it's like selling more than the new Indiana Jones movie and stuff like that. So it's doing well.
I've seen a lot of like
encouraging
Facebook stuff on this movie.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of like people trying to politicize or trying to like act like it's QAnon and stuff. I'm like, that's a stretch. Like it's about child sex trafficking and how that's bad. And people are like, I don't know if we should endorse this movie. And I'm like, what? What are we doing here?
So I haven't seen it. I barely know what it's about, but yeah, it seems very just like,
it's very,
there's a lot of tension around this movie, and people are like, yeah, I mean, why do you think Barbie and Oppenheimer are coming out the same month that is? And it's like, I don't know. I don't know.
People are trying to connect those things?
Yeah. They're like, well, they want to bury Sound of Freedom, so that's why Barbie and Oppenheimer, it's like, well, I mean.
I don't know.
I think if they really had their way, they wouldn't have released Barbie and Oppenheimer, wouldn't be the same weekend. They wouldn't want to compete.
They seem like well, but then again, they're two different demographics probably that are going to those.
Dude, there's a lot of people, me included, Barbenheimering.
Oh, like a double feature?
Back to back.
Oh, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen the tweet, like the common meme or whatever, where it's like two different pictures of the same person. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But it's like one of them's like more serious, one of them's more playful.
I'm trying to get Rachel I want to call it the sound of Barbenheimer. I want to do back to back to back one day. Eat nothing but popcorn and, wild cherry Pepsi for
they have free refills on that stuff if you get a big enough bucket.
Take it, stick it to the man.
Wow. That would be something.
So
maybe people can do that on Grande Boo, before
B&B theaters.
Yeah, just stay at B&B all day.
Dude, Rachel and I got a little GeoGuessr kick last week, and we found a map that was just Kansas City, so we're racing each other, just Kansas City GeoGuessr, and one of it popped us in the middle of the parking lot, looking at something that said B&B theaters. We're like, oh my gosh, it's where we're racing to Shawnee, but it was the one in Lee Summit.
Oh.
Both got it way wrong.
What do you mean by racing is in like you're trying, what do you mean by racing?
We were just trying to like click on the, like drop our pin.
Okay, but what if you're like both wrong? Then do you race again? How's it work?
It's just like a
trying to
game.
get closer, right?
Yeah. Just trying to get closer, and I was
okay.
just trying to get it before Rachel did.
Gotcha. B&B Theater Shawnee for the Grande Boo.
Yeah, Shawnee.
Fun. Let's see what else we got here.
We got a little bit of Main Street Roasters. You know about that?
I do know about that.
They're back for more.
I enjoyed some. Oh my gosh, what's it called? Jamaican Me Crazy.
Yeah.
That flavor of it this morning, and boy was it good. Was planning on having one cup, add one, and I said, why not do another? So feeling real caffeinated today, thanks to Main Street Roasters. You guys know them and love them. They're from Indiana and they're just wonderful. Check them out, mainstreetroasters.com. Promo code GRKC. You're gonna be hearing from them every episode. So if you don't know about them, you're gonna. We love them.
Get some high quality smells, some high quality coffee. Get a mug. Go visit them in person.
I thought it was really cool. Somebody posted on the Facebook group, hey, how's Main Street compared to other coffees? And there was some like true testimonials of like Main Street is one of the best cups of coffee I've ever had. So
Belle of the ball.
check them out, mainstreetroasters.com, promo code GRKC for 10% off.
Look out.
Love them. Let's see. I want to build more with Bo and Hattie.
What kind of stuff?
I don't know. Like I want it to be like more naturally like a birdhouse we talked about doing the other day because the kids are really into birds. It's like that'd be a fun thing, just to like teach them how to do generic or general like tool stuff.
Yeah, measuring.
Yeah,
Cutting.
or if like Bo really once he becomes more consistently potty trained, he gets his own bed. He really wants a bunk bed, and I'm like, if we're gonna have one, you're gonna help me make it.
Yeah,
like I
make your own toilet. Show me
Yes.
how potty trained you are.
Right. Make sure you use a lot of sandpaper. Don't want to get splinters.
A lot of grit.
I just wrote it down of like I just want to build more with them. I think Hattie, like still to this day, always says when she grows up she wants to be a woodworker, and so I'm like,
awesome.
Okay, let's make that happen. Let's teach you how to do it. So,
That's a fun little goal.
anything? Did you ever build anything with Brandon?
A couple times, maybe once. I'm trying to think. We made a little bench one time.
Okay.
I think out of like something recycled, like something that we broke apart. Maybe.
Got a story or something.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
Like plastic bottles or something.
That's one. That,
I melted down some plastic bottles.
that's one that comes to mind.
Yeah, I didn't grow up like doing a lot of that stuff, but I think it'd be fun to do with your kids and like show them like, okay, like look, you can be creative and make this however you want, kind of thing. So
Yeah.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Good for them. I think we've only talked about this off the podcast, but when we had some shows in Florida, it was fresh off of the wedding, right before the honeymoon. We got to play TPC Sawgrass. We had 4 shows down there. Our normal tour videographer wasn't able to come. Oh, that reminds me of something else. Gotta write that down. And so Trey hired a new guy to come and shoot all the shows and to get all of our TPC Sawgrass footage. This could be really big for Mood Swings. We're really excited about it. Top 3 course in the country.
Yeah. I'm really excited to see the footage.
Totally. Who isn't? TBC especially contractually is excited to see the footage. And no one has, because this guy is claiming that all of the files have corrupted. Every single file. And so
Explain what that even means or how that works.
So yeah, Trey was kind of talking to me about it. And he was like, I mean, could this be? And I'm talking to Derek about it. And it's like, dude, I've been doing this. I've been shooting video for, I don't know, 8-9 years now. I've never had a file corrupt. Derek's like, I had one once, but it was just like one specific file because I was trying to shoot 4K, really slow motion, and then it kind of like glitches out on me. But he's like, a whole like weekend's worth, a whole hard drive's worth. Like they don't just corrupt like that. Like we saw him like editing on the bus. So it's like, I know they worked at one point.
Oh, wow. You saw them, like you saw raw footage.
Yeah. So like, we don't know what's going on. This guy, like he's so hard to like talk to. Trey will like text him. He won't respond for like 3 days, and then he'll email Trey and be like, hey, sorry, iMessage is being weird. It's like, yeah, iMessage works really great. iMessage like is really, really good at texting. So you probably
is being weird.
Probably just use that. So Lucas was with us that week, and this is kind of funny. Lucas has no idea all this is going on. We see Lucas like 3 weeks later. He comes up to Trey. He's like, hey, it's kind of random, but like the videographer that weekend, is he kind of like hard to talk to? Like, I've never been ghosted in my life, and this kid is ghosting me. And we all just start dying laughing. We're like, yes, dude. Yes, it's so funny that you're, because Lucas was like, hey, I would just love to see the footage of me performing. And he like won't respond to Lucas at all.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And so it just, all sorts of, it's just been a nightmare. Just, he keeps claiming like, I'm sitting into this expert.
And this guy was just like randomly found by Trey. Like, how did he just kind of sent out some, okay.
and
Angie's List or something.
just giving us the runaround. None of it seems legit. But we got thinking like, well, I do remember him taking a lot of stuff on his phone that day. Maybe he probably got some phone stuff. And so Trey reaches out last week. Hey, can you send us everything from TPC on your phone? We owe them content. He sends Trey some stuff from his phone. It took him like 5 days to send it, but we just got it yesterday. So Trey sends me and he's like,
well,
hey.
because iMessage was being weird.
Well, I mean, it's
Can
not
you
that
email
easy.
me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not very reliable.
And Trey's like, hey, finally got some stuff back from, what's his name? And I was like, great, how is it? And he goes, it's pretty brutal. And I was like, I said, that's amazing. I said, send me the worst thing that he sent you. So we're going to show it on screen.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
A photo?
What do you think?
A photo?
It's a photo of a tree, but only from...
It's not even a good looking tree.
It's just there's no branches. It's just the bottom...
It's just the nub of a tree, like the stump of a tree.
The bottom 10% of a tree.
With some mulch or whatever that stuff is around it.
Some pine straw. There's no, you can't tell we're at a golf course.
What?
It looks like a photo that's taken on accident.
Right.
Yeah.
But let's say you do take that
before
picture.
you're going to take a video of the squirrel.
Yeah,
you accidentally take a photo
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
to
yeah.
it.
If that's the case and you have already screwed this entire project up so much, why would you still send the accidental photo to Trey? You know what's crazy too, dude? I'm really doxing this guy. Actually, I mean, no one knows his name, but dude, a week ago, so Isaac follows him on Instagram, and so, because none of us do, we wouldn't have seen it. But Isaac's like, yo, you guys got to look at this. He posted a photo with Trey with his camera. It was like, such an honor, privilege getting to shoot for Trey. Vid's coming soon. Vid's coming soon. That's news to us. It was so hard for me.
Did somebody respond can't wait to see?
It was really hard for me and Trey not to comment. Dude, truly can't wait to see him. Send them right away.
Vid's coming soon. Send a preview.
Dude, just send me the file names.
What? The photo is so.
You guys got to look at this on YouTube.
Why would you ever do that?
It's so funny.
It's just is he just not? Well, you guys had a theory that maybe he forgot to turn on his microphone.
So that was me and Derek's theory. It's because I've heard of people doing this. I've heard of photographers being like, yeah, a little trick. You're shooting wedding photos. The lighting's a little off. The focus is a little off. Mm-hmm. Make it black and white. Make this a black and white photo. Now you can't tell it's overexposed because all the bright stuff is just white now. All the shadows are dark now. I've heard of other people saying oh yeah, a couple files corrupted whenever they screwed something up or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but it's the fact that it's the entire weekend. We're how did he do this? Did he not have his microphone on all weekend long? Did he not press record all weekend long?
I was
something.
say, even if it's a microphone, you still have a lot of footage.
Exactly. That's what I was saying.
You have all the visual
You
stuff.
could do some cool looking stuff.
That's
with
true.
that
You could make a highlight
get,
reel.
narration or something. Figure out something.
Yeah. So we don't know what's happening. We have a lot of theories. Trey is kind of just giving up at this point. He's just dude, just.
Yeah, count your losses. Move on.
Just send me something from your phone. You're done, kind of thing.
That would be tough though. You don't want to be a jerk that's dude, I don't believe you. Because what if it did? And he feels terrible about it.
I know.
But at the same time, it's if you didn't and you're lying to me, tell me the truth. And we'd probably be a lot more gracious to that.
And Trey has tried to several times be dude, hey, mistakes happen. I get it. Just shoot me straight. And he's still claiming. Yeah, Trey has said that multiple times. Dude, just be real with me. What's going on? And he'll respond 4 days later and be I sent them off to this expert, waiting to hear back. It's
I mean, I know Celia, she was using some different whatever that camera is.
Yeah.
In Florida, and she had some issues with that one, right?
Yeah,
But that's different.
If you use a camera 50 years ago that only works on film, you're going to run into some issues.
Right.
If you get hired to shoot high quality 4K video and you're using top of the line camera, it doesn't just mess up.
Yeah, not
4 days worth.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Anyway, I really said that whole story just to show you that photo. It's not necessarily just to I don't know, dox or poke fun of this kid.
I can't wait. Let that be an inside joke within the podcast. Is Oh man, had a great time today. My son, this is Brandon. My son Timon was in a play today, and he did such a good job. And then just post a picture of a tree outside of the venue where Timon performed.
This is the only photo I got.
Oh, I love that.
Vid's
idea.
coming soon, though.
Vid's coming soon.
Yeah. Like a preview post. Like I love the idea of like, oh, had a great vacation with the family, and then just like one sad picture of a tree.
I'm not a big photo guy, so this is all I was able to get. But my camera was there, so Vid's coming soon.
The Bahamas honestly was a little bit overrated, but we still managed to have a good time. And just one picture of a tree. Just send us some tree pics,
Vid's coming soon.
I mean, how many? Yeah, whatever. I'm imagining, hopefully, in my head, giving him the benefit of the doubt. He sent 40 pictures or 40 things that he just kind of scrolled through and selected all and sent them to Trey. And one of them happened to be that tree.
But what a sign of just a lack of like professionalism to like not look over what you're
or
sending.
Organization. Yeah. Yeah, just oversight.
Just like, yeah, here you go. Here's everything.
Maybe so. That's
dude, this is all you have. You should make sure it's nice. One of the other videos, I didn't send this to you, Timon, but he does have a video of me making like probably a 20-foot putt. So it's like, oh, that's kind of cool. I forgot I did that. Mm-hmm. But you don't get to see it go in because Trey's like leg is like standing in front of like him in the hole. So like even like the quote like good stuff he got is still like, well, we didn't see it go in. You can kind of hear it, but like you didn't see it go in.
And you guys were so pumped about it, but yeah, you don't see it.
Yeah, it's like you can hear us go, whoa, but you don't see it go in. So it's just funny. Even the good stuff isn't that great. So that's pretty funny. And yeah, it's such an inside joke on the tour bus now. I've just files corrupted and,
right.
Isaac's like, t-shirts corrupted tonight. I'm not going to be able to sell. Anything gets corrupted now.
Right. That's amazing.
It's so funny. Speaking of that real quick, DJ Michael FaceTimed me before a show this weekend.
Yo.
And he FaceTimes me and he's in the middle of just like, Dude Perfect does stadiums, and arenas. And he's in the middle of this arena and he's just like, yo, why are people coming up to me right now and getting pictures with me saying I'm on your podcast? He's like, what's happening? And I screenshot it and I write it down in my podcast notes. And then immediately I get a DM from the guy who just got a picture of Michael. I was like, oh, dude, he just FaceTimed me. Like, this is so fun. And he, anyway, so yeah, if you're at a Dude Perfect show, keep going up to Michael, tell him you're a fan of the podcast. He's the man.
So he's able to like be approached?
He DJs kind of out in the center of everyone. He's not on the stage, actually.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He's just out in the midst.
That's so fun. I love just any kind of connections like that. Like, like whenever we mentioned Tate Unruh one time in a story, people are like texting him and he's like texting us like, yo, apparently you told a story about me on the podcast. Right?
Yeah, that's always fun.
Yeah.
Getting those texts from camp guys or whatever. Like, I guess any listener to your podcast now, you told the story of when I took a dump off the white slide. So
shout out 3 random camp people. The first 3 that come to your mind right now.
Oh, let's go Preston Ramsey.
Uh-huh.
Let's go Kay Smitty.
Okay.
Ty Gatewood.
Great. Good. Shout out to them. If you guys know them, you got to text them about it.
Hey, you got a shout out this week.
Yeah, text. Yeah.
Brad, how do you feel about ending this episode with a jingle? No pressure.
I feel great about it. But guess what?
What?
I didn't prepare one because my boy Malachi keeps bringing the heat.
No way. I didn't even know that.
Wrote another one for our golden boy here, Timon.
Oh, for Timon to sing?
No, about Timon.
About me.
Oh, okay. Like a rap.
Yes,
about
a rap about Timon.
Okay, that's what I was going to say.
So Malachi keeps bringing the heat.
Shout out to Malachi.
Shout out to Malachi. Did you? Yeah. Were you like honored by that? Has anybody ever written you a rap for Ghostrunners theme things before?
A couple times,
but never on Rap Chat though. That was your first Rap Chat song about you.
It was great.
I'm excited to hear it.
So we'll play that and
he's a lyrical genius.
Lyrical genius. And I'll save some of the good jingles for Grande Boo.
Fun. Should we do our reviews of the week then?
Yes. You do yours because I didn't
cool.
prepare mine. I'm sorry.
Mine is from Nathan Coley, and it's a physical, tangible review.
No way. That's fun.
Look at this thing he got me. This dude's a stud.
Look at this thing.
He got me this picture frame. Put it up on this camera here. It's every YouTube channel that he's watched me on. And he was like, dude, I had this done a month ago, and then you launched Friday Pickleball, so I had to remake it. But
wow, that is
really
cool.
He's been watching me since the Jake and Josh days, which would have been 2017, which was really fun. Which, Timon, you think you might have seen some of those videos too, right? Didn't we talk about
I watch Jake and Josh like fairly often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In between
so
bench
funny.
making.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Brandon let him. It was fine. We were family friendly. That's so funny. I need to appreciate that more. That's so wild that you watch those videos. anyone did. But yeah, he's like, dude, I mean, I followed you from Jake and Josh to Trey's stuff. And in between there, I was watching We Bought a Limo and whatever. I don't need to summarize it. Let me read you what he put on the back.
Whoa.
Dude,
Nathan
it's a
Coley's
two-sided picture frame?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He found a way. Jake, there's no more appropriate way to open this than saying thank you. Thank you for the hundreds upon hundreds of hours of entertainment you've provided the world and for bringing a positive, hilarious energy to all of it. The communities you've been consistently able to build are just one part of what makes you an invaluable addition to whatever projects you're a part of. And you're doing so in such a Christian manner, strongly elevates the significance of it all. I mean, right there alone, that's a great review.
Yeah.
But there's more. It's beyond crazy finally getting the chance to meet you after over 7 years of following your content. It all started when you joined Jugglin' Josh to form what was undoubtedly my most watched channel in 2017. I specifically remember the trick shot battles you did with Brody Smith and Kelsey being some of my favorite stuff to watch repeatedly. Same with World Record Wednesdays. Man, that was always so hard for me to say.
That's
World Record Wednesdays. And the drive-through challenges. Nothing beat the country challenge, and I will never not find I'm rushing home to eat it funny. I still remember the excitement of 31 days to 31K, even if it may not quite have gone as it hoped. Yeah, Josh and I were like, hey, we're going to post every day, 31 days. And I think we had like 18,000 subscribers. Like, can we get to 31,000?
Yeah.
And we gained like 4,000 and also lost 4,000.
Oh, really?
We like annoyed 4,000 people.
Like, this is too much.
Yeah. So we broke even that month. And it was fitting that I lost a consequence at the end of that month, and my punishment was having to do stand-up comedy, is what Nathan Coley put in here. My 13-year-old self was devastated when you left to work for another influencer, but I really had no clue what was in the future. Between that, We Bought a Limo happened. What a ride it was. Pun intended. I love checking in on the updates to the Instagram and YouTube pages and found the three of you absolutely hilarious. Up to and including the music video, which inspired a well-deserved appearance on Ellen. It was quick enough that may be overlooked, but man, it was fun. From there, I was so lucky to find Ghostrunners through your Instagram account. It took me until quarantine to become a regular listener, but boy, am I glad I did. This podcast has been the single most consistent piece of media over the last 3 years of my life. What started out as a fun talk show between two friends, one of which I didn't know at all, has become a community, an escape, and an inspiration. Go off, Coley. Not to mention one of the first opportunities I had to put some of my creative skill to mutually beneficial use. There's so much that makes it special to me. The same could be said for hundreds, if not thousands, of other listeners. It's been a reliable source of levity when life becomes monotonous, of joy when life turns sour, of inspiration when life seems intimidating. Go off, Nathan.
Keep going.
Thank you so much for the opportunity to make the thumbnails for the episodes and taking a chance on some random guy who happened to send an Instagram DM a couple years ago. For the first year of listening to Ghostrunners, I tended to stick to that until I finally acted on the knowledge that you were Trey's videographer and checked out that channel. At first, searching specifically for Correct Opinions episodes with you in it, but eventually falling in love with the whole thing after middle school Maddox. I've now realized that so much of what drew me to that channel was owed to your skills with crafting comedic content, obviously on top of Trey's fantastic ability to capture nearly any character he plays. Your subtle camera movements, fast-paced editing, and joke distribution were very much appreciated, especially once I knew to look for them. I love listening to new Correct Opinions episodes while working. It's distinct from Ghostrunners, but the dynamic between you and Trey and now Katie tends to be just as enjoyable. There's more, but I think that's pretty solid. That's,
you gotta finish, unless it's like too
should
personal.
I finish it? Okay,
finish it off.
It's just so much. Coley, you're the man. And then came Jean Shorts, a channel which gripped my attention incredibly quickly. The initial dynamic of you, Brad, and Trey was something new enough to retain initial investment. In parentheses, I think I watched Brad's behind the back vase throw from People Pleasers Part 2 at least once a month. And the gradual shift to just you and Brad felt incredibly natural, eventually culminating in last December's, well, I don't even know this word, cavalcade.
Oh.
Good word, Nathan.
Heard of it. Let me command spacebar and check that out.
Eventually
A
culminating...
formal procession of people walking on horseback or riding in vehicles. A formal procession. Go ahead. What does it say?
Eventually culminating in last December's cavalcade of Christmas comedy, which brings to your and Brad's message and the excitement with which I shared the news to friends and family. Nor will I forget how nervous I was when I got to talk strategy with you over the phone. That was just so surreal to me, and you were so helpful in guiding me through the process. Editing those videos for you guys is truly an experience I will always hold on to. It was such a privilege. So again, a huge thank you for being willing to take a chance on me again. So yeah, he even told me in person, he's like, dude, editing videos for you guys is like got to be one of the highlights of my life.
Wow.
And he was like, it was so fun to get to do that.
Dude.
So it was fun. He goes on to talk more about mood swings and Friday Pickleball. and just thanks me more. So, Nathan, you're the man. What a gift. This is really, really cool.
Yeah.
Really thoughtful of you to do this.
Dang, dude.
All right, Brad, what's your review of the week?
Mine is from Nathan Cooley. No, it's from Morgie. How am I supposed to? I feel like I shouldn't even respond. Like,
No, this one's great.
follow.
Morgie Loves Owls.
Morgie Loves Owls says, caution, do not listen while driving. It's a 5-star review. I was listening to an episode today on my commute. Lots of laughters and smiles, but I definitely wasn't paying close attention to my driving. Apparently, when you're really laughing and enjoying yourself, you naturally speed up. Anyway, I got pulled over going 76 in a 55 mile per hour zone, and the officer didn't seem to care that it's because I was so entertained. I recommended the pod to him, so now let's see if I can convert Officer Schwartz to ghosty status. If so, the ticket might be worth it. I've been a listener since episode 11. If you aren't listening yet, set your cruise control and hit play. Ghosty Morgan.
That's pretty awesome. Episode 11.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
I feel bad for her getting pulled over.
That is a bummer. Yeah, got to be able to still do both, but still.
By a long shot, too. It's not like, I was going
sorry,
10
distracted.
over.
But yeah, from episode 11 to 246.
Wow.
Pretty
Wow,
cool,
wow, wow.
Morgie. Also, Brad, you got a gift. Hattie got a gift from a ghosty this weekend.
Betsy and Casey.
There's a note in there for, I think, Hattie and your whole family.
Cool.
So-
I know about Betsy and Casey. I can't remember if we've ever read. Fun. Thank you. Whoever.
I forget the ghosty's name, but there were so many great ghosties this weekend. Didn't have too much trouble with security. They would kind of move us along quickly, but they were never rude. And
Yeah.
everybody was nice. And some ghosties gave me cheese curds. One ghosty asked me if he could take off his pants because he was wearing jean shorts underneath. And we took a photo. Haven't seen that picture yet, but yeah, he had like American flag short jean shorts on. I was like,
Ooh.
cool, let's get a jean shorts pic.
Cool. He wore 2 pairs of undergarments.
Yeah, for the photo. So
Yeah.
I was glad I got to meet him.
Yeah, really. He's like waiting in line. He's like, please don't kick us out yet.
Please come.
I am sweating so much down there.
So great weekend, great week. Ghosties are the best.
Ghosties are the best. Check out Grande Boo tickets.
Yeah,
Boo 25.
Someone just posted, Josh Katz, my man. He said the 25% group discount code has convinced me to buy tickets to Grande Boo. I'm looking for 2 other people who want to go in with me on tickets.
Perfect. Okay.
So it's working. Boo 25.
That's right. Boo 25. If you have 4 or more, you get 25% off.
Yeah.
We love big groups.
Oh, and last thing, I put publicly, hey, if you buy a Grande Boo ticket, I will mention you on stage.
Oh my gosh.
I did do it.
Let's talk about it Wednesday.
Okay. I was just going to say, I don't have the footage yet, but I will post it.
Okay.
That's really all there is. Just like a placeholder.
Oh, yeah.
I said it, and I will never do it again.
Okay, we'll talk about it Wednesday. Check out Cozier, check out Good Ranchers, check out Main Street Roasters. We love you guys, and we'll see you Wednesday.
See ya.
What up, Timon? Crushing it, killing it at a young age. A new contestant for the Schmore debate, a new laugh track. Man, this one for you. Yeah. Used to be a podcast duo, now trio. Cause Timon coming in, bring the heat like brio. Fight for his love of the scent of equine. And Brad may bully you, but you still a friend of mine. You the captain of the sports team, and by sports I mean musicals. You got a lot of gifts, use it to the full. Video editing, ain't nobody finer. When you sing, minor singing minor, cause you're not even 18. But I'ma be honest, you're doing great things. You, Jake and Brad, nah, that's a great team. Woo! This is my assignment, rap about timing. Your parents made it easy, your name is good for rhyming. This is my assignment, gassing up timing. Sending you some love so that you keep on grinding. 1 of 8 kids, leg of the octopus. If you didn't know, you mean a lot to us. You like horses, equestrian, but you ain't bring the drama, though you be a thespian. Ain't nothing cooler than a homeschooler who know the ruler, that's all you, bruh. That's why all your s'mores get met with true love. Even in defeat, you're not a loser. Please stick around so we don't lose ya. This is my assignment, rapping about timing. Be a life of Jesus, keep on shining. This is my assignment, gassing up timing. Keep on blessing us with your kindness.